So, welcome sa ating new math lesson. Ako nga pala si Sir Wasi. At ito ang ating topic ngayon.
Deferred Annuity. Minsan napasyal ako sa SNR. Habang naglalakad ako sa loob, may napansin akong isang refrigerator na merong nakadikit na tag. Ang nakalagay ay Deferred Payment 3 months. Ano kaya ibig sabihin ng deferred payment na to? Ngayon pag-usapan natin ang tungkol sa Deferred Annuity. Deferred annuities are series of payments but will start on a later date. Or deferred annuity, an annuity that does not begin until a given time interval has passed. Illustrate natin yung deferred annuity sa pamamagitan ng mga problem na ito. Suppose Mr. Gran wants to purchase a cellular phone. He decided to pay monthly for 1 year starting at the end of the month. How much is the cost of the cellular phone if his monthly payment is 2,500 pesos and interest is at 9% compounded monthly? Let's jot down the given for this problem. The regular payment is 2,500 pesos. The time is 1 year. Rate of interest is 9% or 0.09. The frequency of conversion is 12. And the total number of payments is also 12. Now let's calculate the present value. So we need to use the formula in finding the present value of simple annuity. Let us substitute the given values. Now the present value is 28,587 pesos and 28 centavos. Now what if Mr. Gran is considering another cellular phone that has a different payment scheme? In this scheme, he has to pay 2,500 pesos for 1 year starting at the end of the 4th month. If the interest rate is also 9% converted monthly, how much is the cash value of the cellular phone? Now the second payment scheme is almost similar to the first payment scheme. The only difference is that the second payment scheme will start at the end of the 4th month. Now here's the time diagram of this. problem. We can see that there are 3 skip payments in this type of annuity. Since Mr. Gran will start to pay at the end of the 4th month. Now how do we get the present value of this annuity? Step number 1. We will assume that there are no escape payments. In other words, the total number of payments is 15. Now we will include these 3 artificial payments. Getting down the given, regular payment is also 2,500 pesos. Same with the interest rate 9% or 0.09, as well as the frequency of conversion, which is 12. Now the only difference is that N is 15 because we added the 3 artificial payments. Now let us find the present value. Calculating the present value, we get 35,342 pesos and 49 centavos. Now for step number 2, calculate the present value of the payments made during the period of deferral. Now there are 3 artificial payments during the period of deferral. Let us calculate their total present value. Now the given are the same, except the total number of payments, which is 3. Find the present value. Now when we calculate the present value, we get 7,388 pesos and 89 centavos. Now for step number 3, since the payments in the period of deferral are artificial payments, We subtract the present value of these payments and we obtain ₱27,953 and 60 centavos. Thus, the present value of the cellular phone is ₱27,953 and 60 centavos. We can see that the second payment scheme is smaller compared to the first payment scheme, since the second payment scheme will start on a later date. Now here's the formula to find the present value of deferred simple annuity. N is the total number of actual payments and K is the number of artificial payments. And here's the formula to find the present value of deferred general annuity. N is the total number of actual payments, K, number of artificial payments, and J is the equivalent rate per conversion period. Now, using the formula, we can easily compute the deferred annuity. Given, regular payment is ₱2,500. The rate of interest is 9% or 0.09. The frequency of conversion is 12. The total number of payments is also 12. Now this time K is 3 since there are 3 artificial payments. Find present value. Using the formula and substituting the given, now the answer is ₱27,953 and 60 centavos. The same value that we get in the first method that we used earlier. Let's now talk about the period of deferral. Period of deferral. This is the time between the purchase of an annuity and the start of the payments for the deferred annuity. Find the period of deferral in each of the following deferred annuity problem. One way to find the period of deferral is to count the number of artificial payments, or K. Monthly payments of ₱10,000 for 8 years, that will start 6 months from now. Monthly payments will start 6 months from now. The answer is 5 months or 5 periods. Let's take a look at the diagram. We can see that the first payment will start on the 6th month. So therefore, there are 5 skip payments. Next one, semi-annual payments of ₱15,000 for 10 years. That will start 5 years from now. Semi-annual payments will start 5 years from now. The answer is 9 periods or 9 half-year intervals. Let's try to look at the time diagram. We can see that the first payment will start on the 5th year. However, there are 2 payments in each year. We can see that 4.5 years is included in the period of deferral. Payments of 5,000 pesos every 4 months for 3 years that will start 5 years from now. Every 4 months will start 5 years from now. The answer is 14 periods or 14 4-month intervals. The payment will start on the 5th year. Total of 3 payments for every year. So therefore, there are 14 4-month intervals for this problem. Next, payments of 2,000 pesos every 3 months for 8 years. That will start after 6 years. Every 3 months. It will start after 6 years. The answer is 24 periods or 24 3-month intervals. In our time diagram, we can see that the first payment will start right after 6 years. And so therefore, there are 24 3-month intervals. Payments of 1,000 pesos every other month for 2 years. That will start after 3 years. Every other month. It will start after 3 years. The answer is 18 periods or 18 2-month intervals. In our time diagram, the first payment will start after 3 years. Payments of 500 pesos every month for 1 year that will start at the end of the 3rd month. Every month will start at the end of the 3rd month. The answer is 2 periods or 2 months. Will start at the end of the 3rd month. And so there are 2 skip payments. Payments of 200 pesos every 5 months for 3 years. That will start at the end of 5 years. Every 5 months will start at the end of 5 years. The answer is 11 periods or 11 5-month intervals. Alright, so in our time diagram, we can see that the first payment will start at the end of 5 years. And so there are 11 periods or 11 5-month intervals. Now, are you ready to solve some problems involving deferred annuities? Emma availed of a cash loan that gave her an option to pay 10,000 pesos monthly for 1 year. The first payment is due after 6 months. How much is the present value of the loan if the interest rate is 12% converted monthly? We can see in the problem that Emma needs to pay 10,000 pesos monthly, while the interest rate is 12% converted monthly. So this one is a simple annuity. However, the first payment is due after 6 months. So this is a deferred simple annuity. In our time diagram, we can see that the first payment will start on the 7th month. So therefore, there are 6 skip payments. So K is equal to 6. Given R is equal to 10,000 pesos. The rate of interest is 12% or 0.12. The frequency of conversion is 12. The total number of payments is also 12. While K is 6. Find the present value. So the formula to be used is the present value of the simple deferred annuity. Let us substitute the given values. The answer is 106,027 pesos and 92 centavos. Next problem. Mr. and Mrs. Mercado decided to sell their house and to deposit the fund in a bank. After computing the interest, they found out that they may withdraw 350,000 pesos yearly for 4 years, starting at the end of 7 years when their child will be in college. How much is the fund deposited if the interest rate is 3% converted semi-annually? In this problem, they will withdraw 350,000 pesos yearly and the rate of interest is 3% converted semi-annually. We can see that the payment interval is different from the rate. We can see that the payment interval is different from the compound interest, yearly, and the other one is semi-annually. So this is a general annuity. However, it will start at the end of 7 years. So this is a deferred general annuity. In our time diagram, again, the payment will start on the 7th month. And so therefore, there are 6 escape payments. Given, the regular payment is 350,000 pesos. The rate of interest is 3% or 0.03. The frequency of conversion is 2. M sub j is 1. Time, 4 years. And the total number of payments is 4. While k is equal to 6. Find p, or the present value. Substituting the given. So j is equal to 0.030225. Now let's compute the present value of this deferred general annuity. Substituting the given. answer is 1,087,541 pesos and 81 centavos. Thank you for watching and see you on our next video lesson tutorial.
Click the subscribe button and the notification bell for more updates of our videos. Math